All right, guys, welcome back. Big question today. Why do expats love the Philippines? That's what we're going to be looking at today. You're not going to want to miss it, so stick around. All right, guys, welcome back. Another episode of USA to Philippines Life Channel with me, Mike, your host. And as I said in the intro, today we're going to be focusing on why exactly expats love the Philippines so much. This is an article I came across. It's focusing on 6 reasons. It is off escapeartist.com, and I will be sharing the link in the description. And let's get started. So the first one that they're looking at is low cost of living, which is an obvious one. Let's face it. Quality doesn't come cheap unless you live in the Philippines. Anyone who's ever been to this Asian gem knows that you can have a 3-course lunch for $1. Other than that, Filipino cuisine features some of the tastiest, most flavorful, and appetizing food you've ever had in your life. And I'd have to agree. And I just had some for dinner tonight with some lechon kawali, some beef caldereta. Very nice meal tonight that we had. We stopped at our favorite place, Tropical Hut, but it was very good. The cost of public transportation is among the lowest in the region and in the world. Renting a condo or apartment in the metropolis is also very affordable. Services such as getting a haircut, getting your nails done, or getting house help are also inexpensive. The same is true when shopping for groceries and clothes. So I think we'll all agree that it's cheap living over there. All right. So let's move on to the next one, which is kind of strange. I never heard it put in this way before. Unique, pleasantly weird culture. So Filipino culture was shaped by varied influences, but they flourished into one distinct and unique culture in the most charming and lovable way. And I have to agree with that. And I think that's why we all fall in love with the Philippines when we as Westerners go there and experience it. It is definitely unique. There's nothing like it. I'm not a world traveler, but I know a lot of people who travel around the world, and it definitely has that nice, unique blend. It's like the melting pot of Southeast Asia. Like they call the U.S. the melting pot. The Philippines is kind of like a melting pot, I think. Locals are always happy to help. Ask them anything, even to change your flat tires, and they'll be glad to do it. Join them for dinner, and you'll get the best part of the chicken. So that's true. I enjoyed a meal with my new family when I got married, and they had a big spread, beautiful spread of food for me. It was kind of a welcome me to the family kind of food. And I got the native chicken and the part that had an unlaid egg that became, kind of hard boiled and cooked in the chicken. And supposedly that was a big thing to give that to me, which I was very honored. But that, so the best part of the chicken, there you have it. You sleep over, you'll get the softest, fluffiest sheets, visit their home, and they'll treat you like family. So it's definitely true. Filipinos are so family-oriented and welcoming and loving and God-fearing, and that's just another reason why we definitely love the Philippines, and why expats that are already there love the Philippines. And as they put it, a unique, pleasantly weird culture. I never heard it put quite that way, but I have to agree. The next one on the list is opportunities are everywhere. Filipinos do not discriminate, especially in the job market. It's not surprising to see foreigners working different companies and industries, even holding key positions and doing highly technical work such as consultancy. The BPO industry, multinational companies, intergovernmental organizations, and charitable institutions encourage diversity within their organizations. The job market in the Philippines is fueled by the robust economy, one of the strongest in Asia. Investors are coming in, businesses are booming, and there's great interest in the Philippine economy as a whole. Now, obviously, this was written before the pandemic, but we hope and pray that once we learn to live with COVID, because I don't think it's going away, economies will learn to flourish in the new normal. And that's exactly what it is. This is the new normal. So, yeah, opportunities are everywhere. So let's move on to the next one. It says home away from home. By law, foreigners are not allowed to own land in the Philippines. This is true. It can be leased to them on a long-term contract, 50 years, which can be renewed every 25 years. But if you want to own a piece of Philippine real estate, a condominium is the best way to go. And obviously, if you're not married, if you're married to a Philippine citizen, that opens up a whole new deal for you. But if you're a single foreigner, expat living there, I have to agree. And you'll see by some of the vloggers that are out there, many of them are dwelling and living in beautiful condominiums. So that is an excellent choice. The Condominium Act of the Philippines allows foreigners to acquire condo units with condominium titles. Riverfront Residency is a cozy community overlooking the scenic Marinka River is one such property. It offers conveniences of modern city living while allocating vast spaces for lush gardens and parks. Sounds like a nice place. So home away from home. So definitely great places that you can rent and own. Very affordable. Great, beautiful places. Just have to pick what part of the Philippines you want to live, city, province, whatever your pleasure is. So let's move on to the next one. Gorgeous beaches. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some of the world's finest beaches are in the Philippines. Philippines has some of the world's most stunning beaches. Every single region in the country has an island with turquoise waters, fine sand, and gorgeous sunsets, fresh seafood, and friendly locals. There's Boracay, El Nido, Siargao, Caramuan, and Palawi. It's a tropical country with summer weather almost all year. Absolutely. So it is always a great time to go on a beach holiday. Expats who are mostly used to cold weather always find this part of living abroad in the Philippines to be a treat. So absolutely. Gorgeous beaches. After the gorgeous beaches, I think the number one is the people. Some Filipinos are some of the finest people that I've met in my life, whether they're here stateside or back in the Philippines. I always say when people ask me, what do you like about the Philippines? My number one answer is the people. This article goes on to say, one visit to the Philippines, and you'll know you have just met some of the most wonderful people on earth. And that is 100% true from the heart. You can see them beaming with smiles as you pass by. They will greet you in English, of course, share a meal with them, and you'll be surprised you can laugh that hard. Filipinos are caring, friendly, gentle, and they're never too busy for you. So true. Filipinos are also known to be truly resilient, especially in times of tragedy. They find good in the bad and hope in despair. Filipino spirit cannot be defeated by the strongest typhoons or political drama. They always overcome. And it's true. They are unbelievable, resourceful. My wife, it just amazes me. She's always singing. She's always upbeat. I'm a typical Westerner. The smallest little thing throws me into a tailspin, and she just shrugs it off. And God help me, I hope some of her rubs off on me, and I'm sure once I make the Philippines my home, that will be the case. So there you have it. This from escapeartist.com, and there's 6 reasons why expats love the Philippines, and I'll have to agree. And please leave it in the comments if you agree, if you disagree, or if you have some other reasons that are in this article and you want to add them in there, please do. We want to help people that maybe are not familiar with the Philippines or Filipino culture, but maybe there's some guys that are looking for that information to help them become a little more acquainted as they search for their special someone from the Philippines. So these are, guys, if you've not been there and you're not familiar, these are definitely some great reasons why we love the Philippines so much. So with that, I'm going to close this video out. If you like the content, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We really appreciate it. So we'd like to always say, wherever you are in the world, stay well, stay safe, and stay blessed. And we will see you soon with another video. Thank you for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.